You're not imagining it. There's something going on with hiring. It's old, but it may be new to you. It may be the first time you're experiencing it. The 2023 SCOTUS ruling against Harvard in the race-based admissions case changed everything. A year later, Columbia Business School did a study. The study showed confusion among HR specialists. 62% of companies thought the Supreme Court ruling applied to them, and so they started to make changes based on the ruling. It didn't apply to them. Then a year after that, Executive Orders 14151 and 14173 removed DEI hiring from the federal government. Companies followed suit, but they didn't have to make an announcement about it. So then Revelio Labs documents the effect of the loss of DEI hiring and DEI teams. They found that companies with DEI teams hired measurably more diverse talent. We knew that. That was the purpose of the DEI teams. There was discrimination happening. Those teams helped offset that structural discrimination. Then Yale economist Rohini Pandey argued that withdrawing from DEI would affect U.S. economic growth because structural biases in hiring would lead to talent misallocation. He was arguing that these systems are structural and there needs to be an intentional structural corrective in order to prevent this issue that DEI programs solve. And then Harvard found that companies increased diverse hiring by only 0.8%. And that 0.8% was primarily focused on junior roles. And then when you offset that by the number of diverse hires that left the field, that net gain is only 0.4% increase. A Stanford study found that Wells Fargo conducted fake interviews with diverse candidates when they already had positions hired. That Google settled a $118 million discrimination lawsuit against 15,000 women. You're not imagining it. Discrimination is back. Gender, race, ability-based discrimination, all of it is back. In historical terms, that 2023 Supreme Court ruling and then the 2025 executive orders, that just happened. We're living in the moment where these things are evolving and you're experiencing the weight of these companies making moves, but the studies haven't caught up. And so we don't have a lot of data on what's happening, but you have to live with it every day. Without that data, there's not a lot of activity. And also you don't have the leaders in place to offset the changes. Companies are emboldened to return to those discriminatory practices that the DEI programs prevented them from doing, and they're embracing it. They're running towards it. So it's election season. Are the candidates that are on your ballot including this as part of their platform, or are they silent on it? Because it needs to be legislative remedy to what companies and the federal government are doing. You may have to make some difficult choices. We left the country because I saw that this was happening and I knew there wasn't going to be a way to protect it, but that's not everyone's choice. You may have to move back in with family. You may have to downsize your life. There's a lot of difficult choices on the way. I don't want you to internalize it. This is not something that you're doing. This is happening to you. It's not your fault. Systems are working against you. It's intentional and it's targeted. So do what you need to do to survive this moment without internalizing the shame or embarrassment. Viewing this as a personal failure. It's not. This one's not on you, but you can survive it.